Let's talk about, because you are a big part of the professional game in English rugby, Gloucester and Sale. Let's start with Gloucester. What was it like for you to arrive there, first of all as a player, then as the coach?
No, it was amazing, amazing experience. First to play in Gloucester, in Kingston, in front of the shed.
Why Gloucester?
Why Gloucester? Because he was so much a spirit of rugby, and people love rugby. Everybody was expecting that I go in London and everything, but when I've been once to Gloucester and I saw the passion of the people, I say he must be there, and to play in front of the shed, it was like play in front of an international game. So it was amazing, and I start to be a coach here, and also, Phil Vickery was. I play with him, and after I was his coach, and he's his 40 years today. So I say happy birthday to.
Happy birthday to Phil Vickery. Absolutely.
Phil Vickery.
Now, what about the difference between being the player there and then being the man in charge, the hire of the fire of the man sorting out the game plan?
It was when I started to be in charge of. I did 3 months player coach, but I wanted the guy so fit and trained so hard. So I said, I must stop very, very quickly because I was not ready to work as hard as I wanted and the player worked, but it was a great experience. Plus also the first year, we were top of the league half of the season. We finished second of the league, and for Gloucester, than the year before, I think we were 8 or 9. But I was lucky, I had some great players, and also great chairman, like, he was Tom Walkinshaw was a great.
Well, we can touch Tom Walkinshaw's name. It's Tom Walkinshaw. Marvellous. Don't worry.
Yep.
We've got some.
You're not old enough.
You had success at Gloucester, but the big success came at Sale Sharks. What was the secret there? Because when you look through the roster, big names, big players, but to make that all come together must have taken quite a lot of work.
Yes, but I arrived in Sale, and I realized so much talent was in this club, Andrew Sheridan, Schofield, Chris Jones, Tittrell, Coeto, Charlie Oxon, Wigglesworth, Ben Foden. I put him fullback and wing, and Jason Robinson. So he was so much great player, English player. And they needed a little bit more power, so I bring guys like Chabal, Bruno, and I think the mix of this was fantastic, and I passed 5 years in Manchester, or we won the title 10 years ago, and it was, I passed, but it's funny because a lot of people say I am more English about coaching side than French, because I coach 3 years in Gloucester, 5 years in Sale, 3 years in Toulon, but he was more English player than French player.
So I want to ask you about that, because you said...
No, it's true. The only team I coached French was a French team,
They didn't understand you, maybe.
They didn't understand,
What about Toulon, then? Because, I mean, what a place that must be to coach and to be the guy in charge. So what was it like when you pitched up there?
It was, it was also a great experience. After, it was a big shock for me, because I was in Manchester, 300 days of rain. Toulon, 300 days of sun, so it was quite a big shock about my family. But Toulon, he was a chairman, and we know Mourad Boudjela, but wanted success very, very quickly. And he wanted that I bring some experience and some structure about the club. Yeah. And it was an amazing experience to coach Johnny Wilkinson, to coach great players, and but. After, it's when you look Toulon now, it's an amazing team, but it's a World 15, It's a World 15.
Phenomenal. And from there on into the French team, which we've covered. I mean, amazing stories. Now, you've got a bit of memorabilia for us. Tell us what you got here.
I bring some things. It was my last jersey when I played right wing for Gloucester in 1998. So it's...
I can see why you retired.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Wow. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. And you've signed a copy of your book as well. Fantastic. Yeah. Really appreciate that.